So let's talk about women choosing themselves, right? We often think, oh my God, the woman is so irresistible and magnetic when she is doing what she wants to do when she wants to do it. And oftentimes women see this in the point of men. I personally see a woman who's choosing herself and men looking at her like, oh, I want this babe. And then some of us are like, yeah, you need to be the woman because of that. Be the woman who chooses herself. And when it comes to the definition of choosing ourselves, we understand nothing. That's why I'm here to uncover what it means to choose yourself based on my experience of it, based on what I uncovered during my journey of it. One of the things I noticed about choosing ourselves and doing what we want is that what we want is an option. A lot of us don't realize that when we say that I want something, shows that it's an option. Did it ever occur to you that it means that it already exists for you to grasp? That's what we mean by free will is inevitable because it's already there. But then again, it's also for you to choose whether you want to take action in line with that what is already existing. But that's psychological or philosophical, right? So let's get deeper into understanding. Sorry, something is distracting me, but it's so colorful. It's helping me think actually. Let's get into understanding why we choose and what makes us notice our choices or what makes us see what we have to choose. It's almost like a doorway. It's like something just opened up for you to walk through. That is what it means to have an option. That is what it means to want something. And when you walk through it, that option that has been opened up for you, that is you choosing yourself. And that's you making a decision. So let me ask you a question. If you had an option, this means that you already have something going on for you, right? And somebody else comes and somebody else arrives to tell you, come and do something else for me. This is not something that already exists within your ethers, within you, within your lifestyle, within your mind. And you leave that option that is already opened up for you to grasp, to enter into, to wear, literally, figuratively, metaphorically, whatever. You leave that option to create something that was not created from you or for you, if that makes sense. But I prefer from you because options are created from within us. It's not created from anything externally. It's not created from the past. It's created from right the moment, what it exists in the now. And unfortunately we don't realize what options are. That when we want something, it means that there is a doorway, there is an opportunity, an opening, so to speak, for us. And instead of walking through that, some of us decide to turn our heads to look at some things that were never even an option for us and take a step towards that. So when men come up to you and they're like, oh, you're always choosing yourself, you're choosing yourself in this case is your options. You're choosing what is actually created from you, not what somebody else thinks is best. I don't know if that makes sense. It's a concept that we need to use specifically, especially. And people say, oh, choose yourself, but you're not really sure what you're choosing. You're not really sure if it's you're choosing. What exactly is it? It's your option. You're choosing your option. And anything that is from you is of you. So I hope that makes sense. I hope we can recognize that we are walking in our ways, in our options when we choose, when we decide to walk, when we decide to choose, when we decide to move in the direction that feels open to us. Okay? When we decide to walk into the path that is open to us, we're choosing our option. And a want is very open. And sometimes we're not used to feeling the openness because of the way we were raised. You know, we're not used to sensing what was open to us because we were condemned for choosing ourselves. And so that's what it means to open up, to choose yourself. Okay? As a woman, what do you want? You sit down, you write out the options available. You sit down and you write out, I want a personal brand of so and so followers. It is not that you are creating it. It's not that you are creating it from scratch. It is not that you are building it by yourself. It is that this path is opened up for you to walk through. I want to travel all over the world. You sit down, you ask yourself, and these are the things first coming out from your lips. You're not in control of them. This is literally what's pouring in. And yet we're not used to seeing these as options. What is the opposite of an option, really? We need to see the contrast of it, what we're actually doing for ourselves, to ourselves. When we're when we're opening closed or stuck at closed doors. How do I explain it? We walk through doors that weren't even open for us to walk through in the first place. Imagine an option like an open door, an open doorway. I don't know how to explain it. Like then you see like light coming out from that path. And then you see something. What's the opposite of an option? Then the opposite of an option would then be, or the opposite of that then becomes a door that is literally shut. I wonder even how we conceptualize passing through a closed door when we do things that are not open to us. It is ridiculous if you ask me. Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we fantasize doors that don't exist for us to walk through, that don't exist for us to open, and then open it, and then we don't see anything else because we've been creating the others from past experiences instead of allowing what is created to exist. So when you're observing options, observe it like something that is opened up for you to walk through. When you're looking at what to do with your life, ask yourself, what currently exists for me to walk through? What do I want? That's the question. That's the meaning of it. That's the interpretation of what do I want? What do I want to do? What is open up? What is already opened up for me to walk through? So it's not a consenting thing. It's not a consequence of your actions. What you want is not a consequence of your actions, of your desires. It is what exists for you to walk through right now in this moment. So do it. Walk through it. Open. Let the world that is opened up for you walk through it. Walk through that door, walk through it, and I'll see you again.